Jenny, thanks for taking some time with me to share your story. So, what was your health history? What kind of challenges were you experiencing?
Well, I've been struggle with low back pain since my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play basketball
Mm-hmm.
and I have an accident. Um, I have to be hospitalized. They did surgery in my back.
Mm-hmm.
Since my 20s until today, I've been struggle with low back pain. And thanks to this treatment, I mean, my life has been changed completely.
Did the low back pain have it? Did you have a diagnosis from your medical doctors as far as what was going on there? Was it a disc herniation or?
Well, when I was in that time, I was too young. Actually, I never asked.
Uh huh.
But I mean, this struggle. I've stopped playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't walk for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
I had to start the process, from zero, learn to walk and everything. And since that time, I couldn't play sports in the same way that I used to. So when I moved here, the pain, get more and more frequent because it
Mm-hmm.
used to be once per year,
Right.
and then it was, like twice per year, until now it was like every for couple times per month.
Wow. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, how bad was the pain?
10.
Oh, it was way up there.
Yeah, so I normally ending always in an ER
Mm-hmm.
after spend like 3 4 times, 3 4 days, completely in bed
Mm.
and able to sleep, stand up, or do anything, because the pain.
Were they giving you medication or?
Yeah, I had to end it with a medication injection that just covered the pain in my mind
Mm-hmm.
because it was helping me in the moment. Apparently, I don't have this between my L1 and S5.
Oh, L5S1. So the very lower part of your back, that disc degenerated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's degenerate. Is no cushion between them.
Yeah.
And I know when you do exercise and you get stroke core, that can help you, but I wasn't able to do that because the pain come back so often that um, it was just even impossible to me even move.
Did you try to do anything else for it other than the drugs?
Yeah, I mean, when I went to the doctor, they recommended me a surgery,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't want to. I have a son.
Mm-hmm.
I had to work. I had to drive. I mean, I couldn't take that time
Right.
to just get the surgery and then spend 6 times, 6 months more on the recovery.
Is that what
And
they said the recovery was, six
yeah, the
months?
6 months that
Wow.
what would take, plus with the ending that it may be fixed.
Yes. No guaranteed result.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
guarantee results,
Mm-hmm.
and plus expensive. And I mean, there was a lot of things that I can't do that. And one of my actually this one of my doctors at work suggests to me, like, have you ever hear about the stem cell treatment?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, I mean, what is that?
Yeah.
So he actually was the person that introduced, and I was, prompt to read about it, and I realized that it's a procedure very often in Europe and
Mm-hmm.
other countries. And it was like, well, I mean, it's a lot of people doing it. It works. It should
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
So that's how I found this clinic, which I'm very happy. And I started to investigate about the procedure, what it is, and it was very surprising for me because it's something new. You are scared sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but dealing with this pain for 20 years, it was like, well, I don't have nothing to lose, that to win. And I came here, and yeah, since this day that I'm being pain free, able to work out 5 times per week.
How long ago did you have it done?
It has been for my treatment 8 months.
8 months ago.
Yes,
How long did it take from the time you had the treatment till you started feeling the change in your back?
like 2 weeks.
So within 2 weeks, you started to notice
I,
that your back was feeling better.
yeah, and since I struggled with the sleeping too, I think that was part of the problem, that I couldn't recover when you
Were
sleep.
you struggling with sleeping because of the pain?
Yes.
And so did people then start to recommend sleep medication to help you sleep?
Yeah, but I
And,
never took
yeah,
it. I mean, it was no, I don't like
yeah,
medications at
yeah.
all, so I prefer deal with things.
Mm.
But for me, the deal is I mean, I was trying to do exercise. I started feeling good, and
Mm-hmm.
then 3 weeks the pain, and then I had to stop for 2 weeks,
Wow.
and then I had to, it was like a ending cycle. Like
Right,
you
right.
try to improve yourself, but you are unable to do one app at all
Mm-hmm.
because then you feel
Right,
the pain. It's not a muscle pain. It's just like the nerve thing, and
right.
then I was even scared to bend or I mean, I had to stand up like very careful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I didn't know when the pain is gonna come back because at this point I didn't know. Like, it was super random. Before it was okay, I'm doing too much exercise and I
Mm-hmm.
get the pain, or I'm
Yeah,
lifting something heavy, I get the pain,
yeah.
or I'm doing this is the pain. But now I can even drinking water and then the pain pop up, and it
Right.
was very frustrated. So it was that kind of frustrating cycle, and then not just because I wasn't able to do what I like to do. It was
Mm.
more because the pain, it was like somebody was breaking me
Oh,
in
it
half.
ruled your whole life, it sounds like. Yeah.
Yeah,
So now it's been 8 months. So on a scale of 1 to 10, where's your pain now?
zero.
You feel nothing.
Feel nothing. I feel great, and
And you've, again, this is going to be almost like sensational in nature, but you've had this pain for many years, chronically. And you can only manage it, or I guess you're only managing it through medication. But it went from being a 10 to now you're 8 months later, and it seems like you never had a problem.
the pain didn't come back yet.
Are you surprised by this?
Oh yeah, super surprised. And what I like is no, it wasn't any time in hospitals. It was process fast,
Yeah.
easy. It was different. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, but as I say, after dealing with this pain, like that was seriously nothing, and I couldn't feel the results right away. And now since I can do more exercise, I
Yeah.
getting more stronger.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a process
Built
like
on itself.
built in,
Yeah.
yeah, because I wasn't able to do one app, and then how you can strain your core
Yeah.
is your body's so weak.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's the process that I'm being through, but I'm not running marathons or anything, but little by little, just the fact that I can work out 5 times per week now,
Now,
an hour at least.
were the doctors that you used to go to before you did the stem cell therapy, um, conventional wisdom, at least from even my own experience as a practitioner, would be, well, if you've got a really degenerated disc, there's not a whole lot you can do to regenerate that. I mean, so you try to manage it. That would be the old thinking. But but in your case, it literally is just the problem doesn't exist anymore for you.
No, I mean that's the surprising thing. I didn't, I say, expect it, but I mean I did my research. I
Right.
did. I know that in Europe is very popular.
Mm-hmm.
This treatment, and not just for the generic. This is more other things too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean my next solution was do a fusion,
Mm-hmm.
and that is expensive, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the recovery time, and that's
Yeah.
I was there before when I was in my 20s,
Yeah.
and it was horrible. So
Yeah.
I can imagine now that I'm an adult and I had to support my family.
Mm.
I can do that, and I didn't want to. I mean, to me, it was the last resource that I had to do,
Mm-hmm.
but I always try to find a natural way,
Yes.
and I think I find it with this stem cell treatment.
Well, Jenny, I have to say it's quite a remarkable story. I'm really happy for you that you basically have this problem gone and you have your life back. And thank you for taking the time to sit with me and tell me about it.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.